Hello, everybody. Welcome to my channel, TT's Trinkets and Treasures. Glad that everybody is here. Hi, Sharon. I hope everybody's having a good day. I'm not sure how long I'm going to be on this morning. I just stepped on something with my bad foot, and so my pain level is shooting up. So I apologize. I'm not typically high energy, or that I'm not high energy like I typically am. But I wanted to go over a preview of Wednesday's sale. Show you some pictures, let you guys see what we've got coming for you. Again, I'm sorry that my energy level isn't there like it normally is. So I've got two of you on right now, but I'm going to go through the pictures of the different items that we are going to have. I think this is the first one. No, yes, it is the first one. Okay. And then they'll go backwards in order. So that should work. Does anybody have any questions about the order, how to order? I'll go over everything tomorrow, but today it's a lot easier to ask questions because obviously there's not as many people on. But I want to wait a little bit for other people come in. I don't even know if anybody's. It says there's 2 people on, but I think one of them is me on my phone, but I could be completely wrong. So, yeah. Hi, Kimberly. Thanks, doll. This is my sales sheet. I'm going to go ahead and post these in Beading Besties. And it will have the entire list of everything that will be sold tomorrow, what the retail price is, and then what the live sale price is going to be. So the last item is the one, if it were me, that I would really, really be looking for. Hi, Miranda. Hi, Kimberly. There she is. Okay, Sharon is back. Glad to hear that. Anyways, this is the price sheet. I'm going to go and post a link to it. Then you guys can go through it, look at all the different stuff. Oh, thank you, Rosanna. You're sweet. I'm going to show some pictures and go over things, but if you have not ordered from me before, if you can actually send me an email prior to the sale so that I know I have all the information I need to invoice you guys, that's what would work out best. But some of you missed that I just stepped on something trying to get back behind my desk and with my bad foot, and it kind of rolled a little. I don't know. It could just be fibro pain and nerve pain. I can step on something in the next 10 steps. I swear it's still on the under my foot. So I don't know how long I'm going to be on. Though it might be better to be on. Make something since it is my therapy. But you guys, so we have some really good deals coming on this week. We have strands that are as low as $4 all the way up to the most expensive one is $150. But or no, 200. 150 and 200 because we did the 8 and the 10 millimeter. You guys, the rhodochrosite, he got it when I was out of town and forgot to show it to me. And it's one of those things where he was like, Steve, anniversary gift. it anniversary? Yes. And I said, yes. Yes, please. I don't like people to buy me jewelry unless it's made by a designer that I'm fond of. And so that'd be good. Wow, that's a lot, Sharon. Girl, how many ears do you have? Just kidding. Because I think I only have two. Oh, I completely forgot. So my hair looks like this because I went in the bathroom. Well, I was going to blow dry my hair and my blow dryer wouldn't turn on and I didn't know why. And I tried to fix it and couldn't. So I literally blow dried my hair with the dogs, with the one that we use for our dogs. So not as much control and styling as a typical blow dryer. It just blows really hard, really fast. So I thought it was my foot, but now my shoulder hurts. Hello, Pauline. But I was telling you guys, okay. So I saw these pearls. These pearls Bernie got in like while I was gone in California. And I came back and he showed them to me. He gave me a ridiculous, like, I was shocked the price that he gave me. It was very, very kind. And so last night I'm doing up the price sheet, and it's literally the last thing that we're going to show. They are 5x7 rice pearls. They're stunning. So he has them retail price marked at $30, which gave them to you guys at $22.50 or one of $22.75, one of those, somewhere around there. And I was like, he got a bunch, like hundreds of strands. And so I called him and I was like, Bernie, he's like, what? I'm like, I kind of have a favor to ask you. And he's like, what? I'm like, any chance we can do a little bit more on the pearl price for these ladies? Because I really, really would like to give them a good price. I'm kind of marketing this as gemstone stock up for the fall and Christmas craft sales and craft shows. And I was like, I just think, oh, yeah, we can do that. What price do you want to give it to them for at? Oh, I'd like to try to give it to get the price down to where they get them for like $20 and da 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 da. And that's what I would love to be. And he goes, oh, just make it the retail price $20. Then they get them for 15. I was blown. I literally sit here and I'm like, you sure? Never mind. I don't want you to change your mind. Okay. He's like, no, it's fine. Go ahead. And I'm like, so that's the very last that I'm showing. But I went and did a little peeky peek at all the other prices. The next lowest price was $24 a strand. And in my pearl loving opinion, and not just because I sell for Bernie, they're beautiful. They're absolutely beautiful. I'm going to make with some tomorrow morning to just kind of give you guys a thing. I got to go down and pick up some of the beads, but I want to go ahead and start showing you guys the photos. This first one has some good stuff on it. Why is it not going to the whole thing? I had no idea it was going to do that. Wow. Really? Today of all days. Okay. Anyways, I don't know what. But so the stuff. Oh, here. The stuff. Let me see. Right there. That is pink web jasper. It is so pretty. It's like a really soft white color with like gray and coral and pink markings that look like a web. They're absolutely beautiful. Those are going to be sold in 6, 8, and 10, starting at 9, going to 13 a strand. They're absolutely beautiful. Right next to them is some fossil jasper. These ones, the first ones on this page is where the only ones where there are limited strands. And when I say limited strands, it's anything under 6 strands of beads. Those we went ahead and, or 7 or below, we went ahead to let you guys know. So the 4 millimeter fossil jasper, there's only 5 strands of. The 6 millimeter, there's only 7 strands of. But they're beautiful, you guys. Like, they're gorgeous, and they are not very expensive. Then we go into the marble. So the first, the rounded tubes, they are more pink than they're reading on the screen right here. But they are a very soft pink. Those ones we only have 5 strands of. So then we get to the marble jasper square tubes. He said square tubes. I would have just said rectangles, but we're talking about Bernie here, so love him, but yes. Okay. I saw comments, so I wanted to go back over there so I could make sure I didn't miss anything. These obviously are much pinker. They are, sorry. Oh, hold on. I gotta put that on the other side. I didn't think I hurt my shoulder when I grabbed the desk, but I must have, because that really hurt. So the rectangle marble jasper, it is the deepest pink. Like, your really good grade rhodonite, that's just the pink. That's what those remind me of. Then right next to it again are the marble jasper squares. They have more of the corally pink, but the rounded tube has both colors, just as the markings, like you see when you buy marble and it has like the veining on it. The rounded tubes have that veining, which is really good, and very nice. And then the next thing there are some 4 millimeter banded agate tubes. There are only 4 strands. They're only $12 though. And I wanted to include them, and those of you the 4 people that get them are going to love them, because they're just very nice. They're very pretty. I wanted everybody to be able to see them and to go from there. And then next, you do see some lapis, but there's a whole bunch of lapis. I don't know why we initially did this picture before we did the numbering. So, but the one all the way, let me see if I can point right. No, right there. Those are black obsidian tubes. And then they have 4 millimeter gemstone spacers. It's a variety of gemstones. We're not really sure what they all are, but all of the spacers on that strand are still, they are gemstones as well. And they're nice. They don't look bad. Okay. And then we go, is this the lapis? No. Up here? Yes, the lapis. Okay, so you saw that there are the rounded tubes, and then on here we have the rectangles, and then we just did the 4 and the 6 millimeter lapis rounds because I know we just did the sale where we had the commercial grade and then we had the A grade rounds. So we only use the commercial grade in this sale, as far as this goes, because there are other larger stones that we didn't get to last time, and I wanted you guys to have more of a variety of these ones. Would be like secondary focals or even your actual focal. They're very pretty. There are the faceted squares. There are flat coin beads in 3 different sizes. And there's some beautiful lapis chips. And so everything in the lapis area ranges from 1688 to the most expensive one is 67, and that's the large faceted nuggets that we showcased in the last sale. That are A quality, so well, A plus quality, but they're all very beautiful. This was, but like I said, this was more about restocking you guys before your. All right, sounds good. So Sharon, okay, sounds good. Oh, sorry, I was going on. Anyway, so I wanted you guys to be able to stock up on gemstones for we're going to have the next sale we'll have is going to be like Halloween / fall. And then the one after that will likely be where we kind of lean in heavy on Christmas stuff. I need to go down. That's going to be a whole nobody in the bead store going over exactly what we want to do, what we want to order to have for you guys, all of that stuff. So if there's anything you guys are looking for your Christmas craft shows, your fall craft shows, please let me know. I'm going to keep putting up posts throughout from now until the actual like Christmas sale. We will be doing that no later than the end of September, and I don't even want to wait that late. I think that we do the Halloween / fall next time. We do the fall plus a little bit of Christmas 2 weeks later, and then 2 weeks after that, we lean into the Christmas stuff hard. That way, you guys have October, November, and part of September to design and get ready for your guys' project. That's what I want to make sure that you guys have, because I know one of the things that always gets me about bead boxes is they don't go into the Christmas stuff until like either the November or Christmas or December boxes. And I mean, I get it. They want them to come out in season. But for those of us who go to craft shows, we need to have our supplies to do so that that we're able to do. So, okay, so let me go back to the next picture, because after that is the brachiated jasper, which I believe is this. Yes. So we're going to have the brachiated jasper rounds in 6, 8, and 10 millimeters. Those are the ones, no, right there. I still think it's hilarious. Really, this is like cracking me up because, of course, my blow dryer goes out. I have to blow dry my hair with the dog blow dryer. Then, right before the show, I step on something, catch myself, and now this does not fill the screen, just covers my face. So, we have the brachiated jasper in 6, 8, and 10 millimeter. Then we have the larvacite in 4, 6, 8, and 10. And so like these larvacite 4 millimeter are 375 a strand. And then the most expensive larvacite round is 750. So from 375 to 750 for awesome prices, 4 sizes. They're great for men's designs. I love larvacite. The smaller larvacite do really good as spacers, and in women's and men's jewelry, they're really good. Oh my god, another comment. All right, sounds good, Gloria. They're really nice. Steve has a necklace that I made him that has a shield pendant on it in larvacite and then silver, and it's I believe I made it during my 28 days of men's jewelry designs. Then then we go into the natural orange carnelian agate. And that's the one that's got anywhere from like the yellows to the orange. It's all natural. Unless I say that something's been dyed or heated, it's natural. That's the natural color. That's what it is. So the first 4 sizes range from $6 a strand down to $11.25 a strand. And then when we go to the next the more ready orange ones, those ones will go from $7.50 to $15 a strand. So all really good sale deals. Tried to bring you stuff that I know you guys like. Rosanna, you're gonna want to see the next ones because I don't know how I had never seen these in the store before. Okay, yes, here. So we start on this side again. Let's see if I can do this. Nope, wrong way. Right there. Those are chevron amethyst. They are 8mm chevron amethyst, 1875 a strand. But if you see right next to it, that is A+ quality chevron amethyst. I have never seen a strand like this. Every single bead has a full-on amethyst. You go down, or the chevron, the white, every single bead you go down, and I think you can kind of see it. I'm sitting here pointing to my screen, you guys can see me. But if you go down to like the middle to the end, you can see it's almost a perfect stripe around the middle of them. They're stunning and they're so pretty. And yet they're $30 a strand, which is not bad for A+ quality amethyst. I paid that for chevron amethyst that did not. That is more like the first strand. You get different tones, you get different facets. You might get a stripe here, stripe there, whatever else. I have never seen a strand of chevron amethyst which with such, I don't want to say perfect, but perfect markings on it or patterns. They're so gorgeous. They are. Then we go from there and we're going to go into the silver sheen obsidian, 6, 8, and 10mm. They range from $8.25 to $12.38. And then we have 4, 6, 8, and 10mm fancy jasper, which is $4.88 to $11.25. Really good deals. If Beth's here, she'll like these, which is the opaque pink adventuring. So these ones are exactly what they say. They're opaque. Yes. Yes. Exactly, Rosanna. I didn't take the pictures. Bernie did. Sorry. But yes, if you look in like the middle down, those are not Z beads. Those are amethyst beads. Every bead all the way down. I was like, I cannot wait for Rosanna to see these. Rosanna, I can't wait for you like to see them under my camera looking at them when I can like point stuff out. They're so gorgeous. Like those are another stone that he got while I was gone in California that I didn't know about. And then, like I said, we have the opaque pink adventuring, which goes from $6.75 to $8.25. Like did we sprinkle some higher price beads within the sale? We absolutely did. But like I said, I wanted you guys to be able to stock up on any beads, any gemstone beads. I know, right? Rosanna, I swear they're not. Those are chevron amethysts. Aren't they beautiful? I could not believe it. I was like, I've been in 3 times since I got back. Why did you not show me these? So I'm excited. I think those are going to be a really popular item. I might have to go down and get a video of those prior to Wednesday because they're stunning. They're so beautiful. Anyways, like I said, I just want you guys to be able to stock up. That was like the theme of this sale. So after that, we have 6, 8, and 10mm Dragon Blood Jasper that goes from $7.50 to $11.25 a strand. And then we have African turquoise, which oddly enough, well, no, I guess that's not too odd. I was to say 6 and 8mm are the same price, but that's because the smaller the bead, the smaller or the more chance of waste that you have of like breakage and stuff. And then, is this the next bag? Yeah, sorry, I should have looked over. So all the way on the left-hand screen, which I think it's left-hand for you guys, that is African turquoise, which is a jasper, but it has a lot of the colors and markings that you see in turquoise. So that is what it is. Now, this next one is one of the more expensive strands, and that is the Petersite. They're gorgeous, but they range from the 6mm 26.25, the 8mm are 56.25, and the 10mm 75. And the prices I'm giving you guys right now, this is not the retail price. This is the live sale price for you guys specifically. And then the Petersite is so pretty. It's got like reds and oranges and navy blues and golden, and it reminds me of like that Afghan you want to curl up into and get all cozy with that has all those deeper colors. They're beautiful. And then after that we have the golden obsidian, because I wanted to make sure that we gave both. We have that in 6, 8, and 10mm, with the 10mm being 12.38. So it's, but I like to use silver sheen and golden obsidian. They don't call it gold sheen. I don't know. I guess it doesn't sound right. That's why they don't call it that. But those are great for like New Year's Eve pieces. But obviously you would want to sell those at like your Christmas shows. So that's what we brought in. And then the next one, you guys, is it's Picasso Jasper, which the 8mm is 563 and the 10mm is 750 a strand. And it's all the grays and light blacks and creamy whites, and they're very pretty. This next one, you guys, the blue and brown one, that is Australian blue opal. Everything left on this picture are opals. So, like I said, the blue and brown is Australian opal. Oh, let me make sure I'm not missing any questions. Hi, Kendra. Oh, I know, right, Rosanna? They had to be perfect. Kendra, I have to go back and show you. Sorry, guys. Hold on. I got to show Kendra. Kendra, if you look, no, other side, right there. Come on. Will you please help? That is chevron amethyst. And then the one next to it with that looks striped, that is A plus quality chevron amethyst. Every single bead has almost a perfect middle section marking. They're very beautiful. They're not anywhere near what I thought they would cost. Now I got to go up. $30 a strand, but they're beautiful. Okay, back to the other picture now. This is where we are. Yeah, Australian blue opal. I've wanted to do those a couple times, and he kept wanting to hold off on where we offered them. And I'm glad that he did, because I would rather bring you a few opals at once just so you can pick it out. But the Australian opal comes in 6 and 8mm. And then the next one is A plus quality natural pink opal. So again, we don't always say that. I don't always type out natural. But in this case, I wanted you guys to know there is no dyeing. There's no heat treatment on these. They're just beautiful pink opal. Then we have the 8mm natural turquoise opal. Oh, I might have told the fib. Oops. The very last one is dark ocean jasper, so I apologize. But the one is A plus, or sorry, is natural turquoise blue opal. Those are both like $40 strands. And then there's the 8mm honey opal next to it. I know you will, Kendra. You see why I had to go back, Kendra? And don't get mad at me. He just got those when I was in California. She actually asked me to go get her opals. I did a personal shopping, or amethyst. I did a personal shopping trip with her on amethyst and stuff. And yet, the pink opal or the amethyst, Pauline, or a little bit of both. So the yellow are honey opal. Those are $37.50 for those strands. And then the very last strand are 8mm dark ocean jasper. Those are $15 a strand. So you can see that, like, is the price on his Peter site good? I was not familiar with Peter site, so $26 to $75. It's expensive, so it must be nice. But then we have the dark open if I could talk. Where's the next? Okay, yeah, this is it, right? Yes. So the next part we have the 6, 8, and 10mm leopard skin jasper, which is beautiful. And again, it's a great stone to mix and match and put in when you need more of a neutral. But the most expensive strand is $10.50. And then again, we have the, wait, no, that's wrong. It's supposed to say red leopard skin jasper. I need to fix that. 6, 8, and 10, which is 9, 9, and $10.50. So I'll fix the sheet before I post it. And then we just put in the 10mm of the Red Creek Jasper because he had it, but it's the only size he has in stock right now because people like went kind of crazy. So, and then I'm trying to see what is going on. Or maybe this isn't the right one. This might not be the right slide. Hold on. No, I did that one. I just did that one. Chevron, lapis. Okay, well, I guess it is. I'm so confused for a second. Oh, I know why. Because after this gray skin leopard is the we have the rhodochrosite. Sorry, I jumped down. I was completely confused. So those are the 3 grades of rhodochrosite. So the 6 and 8mm, $37.50, $45. Then he has the 10mm rhodochrosite and A quality that's $67.50. And then in the double A plus quality of 8 and 10, retail $150 and $200, for you guys $112.50 and $150. So those are the most expensive. And then we go to the regular leopard skin jasper. This is why I was confused. 6, 10, and 8, with the 6mm being $563 and the 10 being $10.50. Then we go to the red jasper and we have the 6, 8, and 10, which is $9, $9, and $10.50. Then the 10mm Red Creek jasper. That's why I was throwing me off. Then we have the 6, 8, and 10 red jasper, and then the 10mm on the edge is the Red Creek jasper. Then we start by going into the rondelles. That's not the right one. Here we go. Okay, so is this the right one? Sorry, they didn't upload in order. No, I think this is what. Yeah, so we have 2x6 Rondell and Ruby Zoisite, which is barely shown in this picture. I don't know why you did that. And then we have the Fancy Jasper 2x6 Rondells, the Green Adventurine. We have some Jade, Sodalite, Unikite, 2 sizes of the Larvakite Rondells. And then we have 4, 6, and 8 millimeter black onyx Rondells. Those are all the very side ones. So those will all of these are great spacers, but we wanted to make sure that you had as many sizes in the black onyx that we could. He ordered those special. So that's good. Okay, comment. Yes, Peter, I'd cite why you don't have much. Yeah. I'm going to post it, Kendra, today, probably right after here, and it will be posted in Beading Besties. But I could also email it to you. I don't mind. You want the black onyx 6 millimeter? Okay. Well, like I said, I'm going to put the price sheet up for you guys so that you guys can go ahead and start budgeting how you want to do this. Okay, and then we're gonna go to the chunkier rondelles, which starts with the rhodonite. And these are 5x8 millimeter. And then sodalite, spotted jasper, unikite, white howlite, poppy jasper, strawberry quartz, Picasso jasper, and tiger eye. So we have all of those, and then I don't know why I don't have a picture of the pearls, but I'm kind of salty about it. I wish that I did, but you guys, I promise you guys, yes, Polly and I can do it. You're trying drowsy off? I don't know what that means. Gee, I may need to take a nap. Are you okay, Rosina? Okay. That was just a really weird way to state that. Trying to doze off. Okay. Sorry, it didn't make sense, and I was just like, what the heck is going on here? But well, we decided to throw the pearls in at the last minute. But you guys, they're beautiful. And I'm not kidding you when I say the next price. Yeah, I know. No offense, but I was worried about a stroke because that does not make sense. I was like, do we need to call Steve? Shay, I am busy. What? What? See, I swear she says, you hear it? Do you hear her yelling at me saying Heather? She's done this since she was a puppy. She got an itch. She's okay. She's distracted for a moment. But anyways, I only said stroke because my mom did a very similar thing when she had her last stroke. She was literally typing out a message. And that's how it showed up. I know, but it sounds like she says Heather. I don't know why, but that's Steve's dog, as you can tell, because we've got beef apparently. So that's what the sale's gonna be. I'm going to go ahead. I can go ahead and send pictures to you guys. And I'll try to see if I can get David to send me a picture of the rice pearls so I can add that to the posting, but I'm going to go do that momentarily. And yeah, she's a nut. Let me see. Yeah. Yeah, I get worried. My mom had 3 strokes, so I'm a little more like hypersensitive. Wait a second. This was not what I wanted. Do wrong bag. This is my Bargain Bead Box, which I'm going back and forth about doing an unboxing for. I don't know. I design with it, but Bargain Bead Box has like 100 people at least who unbox it. So I go back and forth. I don't have a problem like designing with it. It's weird to me to be someone else. Oh, you had 2, Pauline? Yeah. It's scary. It freaks me out. But it was literally a text message that she was sending. And then the text messages got more convoluted, so we got in touch with Dad. But that's literally how we found out she was having a stroke. Okay, so I'm gonna show you what's on my mat real quick. So this was the Southwest Anniversary Bundle from Bargain Bead Box. And I really like it. Steve really likes it. This is one where like he saw it laid out and he saw the picture jasper, the star cut picture jasper. And I don't think they're matte, but they're not high gloss either. So I prefer the happy medium on most things. There are some things that should just be, ew, those are cute. I forgot about these. The little corrugated spacers. These, I remember when I got it. I've gotten corrugated spacers before, and they're more like the thin, like almost foil rather than metal, if that makes sense. But yeah, there's some more of that fake turquoise in here. These ones I don't mind as much. They do look like turquoise golf balls. And then we have, I'm trying to decide what it is I want to do with this. Oh, those are pretty. Free gifts are always welcome. I like those bead caps too. These are actually one of my favorites out of this box because I don't think people give porcelain and ceramic beads their just due. So, I love porcelain and ceramic beads, and they're just not used enough. Like, if there was a porcelain bead box, I would be a subscriber. Absolutely. And look forward to getting it every month. Oh, those are the ones? Okay. I might throw some of those. Okay, Rosanna. Goodness. I might have to send them to you then. I think they're nice, but those are the ones you like? Okay. I will send them to you because I wasn't that excited about them. Not like they're ugly or anything. I just mean like you are really excited about them. Oh, the cross-like ones? These ones? Are these the ones you're talking about? I thought you meant the little corrugated ones. Okay, I don't know what you're saying yes to. That's the thing when our freaking chats are like, because I asked another question, so I don't know. I should do that. But as I was saying, I don't think they get their just due. So, like, this white with the little, like, speckles of black in it, I think these would be beautiful on a bracelet with like some like faceted spinels in between them. So we might have to do that. I just want to find like a focal at the beginning in the middle or something. I do have these, which are just like the ones that Bargain Bead Box sent out in the purple, which was the loveless, love this. I can't talk. No, I'm not having a stroke. I just can't say it. Loveliness. That's what I was trying to say. Um, shade of like smoky, but yeah, you ordered some, but when they came, I wanted more, but they didn't have any more. Okay, I will send you some then, sweetie. Oh, now I feel bad. She called dibs first, though. I'll find you something, Kimberly. Don't worry. I don't know. Maybe just put these back to back as the focal in between. Um, if it was, let me see. I know I have something. I cannot spit it out. What it is that I want. I'm looking. That would look really pretty in the center of here, with then these coming with the spinel here. I don't think this is long enough for a bracelet, but I could be wrong. This was my leftovers from yesterday. 7 inches, 7.5 inches. So depending upon the clasp I use, it could be just the right size. But because I'm not 100% sure on that, where did I put my clip? I moved them so that they were more readily available to me, and now I have no idea where I left them. I do this all the time. I don't want to have everything fall off like it did the other day, though, because that was both embarrassing and highly annoying. Here. Nope, that's not small enough or tight enough, but it's all right. Anyways, let me cut this off the spool because I'm very much about like simple elegance. It's my favorite type of jewelry. Oh, here, Roseanne, I want to ask your opinion about something. Did I already ask you about these? I did yesterday. You agreed that this would be a pretty link, and then I could use the two other ones, use this as two clasps rather than one. We did have that conversation, actually. So maybe one of these. Though again, I actually don't think that would fit in this little guy. So yeah, if I use that, then there will be plenty of, but I've got to see what I think of this first. Because sometimes when it's in your head and the way it comes out on the actual piece of jewelry doesn't always match up. So, no, I know, Kimberly. It's the mom and me. We were actually just talking about this morning in our family group chat because I saw this video where like the mom caught her 3 kids eating dessert before they had dinner, and the youngest one was like, um by the way, mom, these are delicious. And there's one left for you. Have it to like get himself out of trouble or whatever. Oh, I don't think that spinel is not about to go on here. Where is my fine? I don't know. My shoulder still hurts though. I just have to do a knotted project. There's my clippy though. Even though I don't drink coffee out of this kind of cup, it would melt. All the ice would melt. I keep like my glues and my lighters, and I never ever did them. Hey, there are anniversary sale on more bundles on Bargain Bead Box. Wait, what? They're doing more? Exactly, but with the jeweler's version, right? Instead of like pencils and stuff. Yeah, because my coffee doesn't stay cold enough when it's in one of these kind. Beth, don't apologize. I want you to feel better. Though you might want to go back and watch this because I like talked through and went over everything for the sale on Wednesday. So, okay. The only thing about these spinels that I love so much is they've got the teeniest, tiniest hole, which of course they have to. They're teeny tiny beads, but sometimes they're a little too teeny tiny for somebody with dexterity issues. I didn't get these ones from Bernie, but he has itty bitty ones that have a larger hole that I like better. And they're able to do that because they're rondelles. So yeah, I can't do that. And I don't know where Steven put my fine jewelry wire. Darn it. And then I just dropped my spool of S-Lock. Oh, goodness gracious. Yeah. I don't know what I did when I like caught myself on my desk, and at first I thought it was my foot, but my foot and ankle feel fine. My shoulder, however, does not. Oh, but speaking of knots, maybe we can do a knotted bracelet or a knotted necklace with the turquoise. This is the pendant, although this is green and this is blue, which is annoying. That's the only thing I don't like about the faux turquoise is they don't ever, they don't use one of yours. Yeah. I love it though. It's beautiful. My sister-in-law was over here the other day and saw it. She was like, "That's such a pretty mug." I said, "Yeah, that's my friend Rosanna's logo." See, they're all three different colors. These two meld better. I'm just trying to see, like, if I did a knotted necklace instead of this until I can find my fine. That's still becoming a bracelet. I just need to find my fine wire because I don't know where Steve put it. Okay, let me see here. I did this and grabbed some my buffalo box is right here. That's what I would go to. I don't know if we're gonna have a design, guys. This is it. Just like I'm sure it's probably just fibro pain It's just hurting. This would be pretty. I'm obsessed with the Rose Terra Preciosa seed beads. They're so pretty. They're like the perfect dusty pink. Okay, so should we use... Ooh, we could do this too. That would be very pretty. That's what I think we're going to do. I think that's beautiful. Ow. So we can at least figure out the pattern, and then I can knot it tomorrow morning if I'm able to leave it alone. And if I'm not, then I will show it to you tomorrow morning. Hi, Kim. I did. The whole beginning of this was a preview for tomorrow night, but I'm posting pictures and the price sheet after this. After I'm done here, I'm gonna go do it. So I wish I was better in Canva. I'd love to just go from picture to picture to picture, but I'm not very good at that yet. Ooh, also Randy sent me these wooden butterflies. Or do I get rid of the turquoise and use pearls as the pink and brown? Because that would be really pretty with this pendant that Randy sent me. She used them on her show yesterday morning. I don't have any bronzite right now. Not right here or handy, but I think the picture jasper with some pearls and the pink, or even the I could still sprinkle pearls in. Then I would have more than enough later. I would just have to grab my pearl box because it's not on my desk right now. Yeah, I'm gonna grab some pearls real quick. I know we're almost out of time, but I like the lives because I can get live feedback on said design. If I can even get to them right now, which I may not be able to. That's my amethyst box. Where? You like the blue and brown? I mean, I love blue and brown together. I was asking, like, if you preferred that I do that over the pearls. Those are more of the like button style pearls, which makes them either just too big. These are my dancing pearls. There we go. I need to double check that this seller is the same, but I have found the pearls that I buy from Bernie have a larger hole than those of the other one. Why is this not focusing? There you go. See? They're pretty decent, but yes, found this instead. Hee hee. Aw, thanks. I know I need to do another one. But I really have found that Bernie's pearls have better. Ooh. Okay, not pearl. We're gonna use those instead because those will be perfect with this butterfly from Randy. So pretty. I don't know if this brown goes with that brown, but I want to use the roses more than I want to use the picture jasper. It sounds like my husband's pulling in, but the dogs have not noticed yet. But if they do notice, they're going to go crazy. They're just not used to him being home at this time. So they haven't like put two and two together. I don't know. Maybe the brown does go. Because I feel like I need the like bigger step to get to the rose. Yeah. But I still want the pink spacer in between. Yeah, I understand that. And this would definitely be a knotted, not a crochet, just because this is way too many different sizes. Maybe we won't use the roses and we're just going to use the. I like that. Okay, so this is a knotted necklace we'll be doing tomorrow morning. These pearls will be used shortly, but I still might use some of these in the design. I have several. Yeah, I like this. Okay, well, this is what it's going to be. Or you will get a call later. Oh, I'm sorry. Do you like the champagne color? I have part of this. Yes, I do. I do. So I don't mind if I got a call later anyways. Anyways, okay, this is not a necklace we're gonna do tomorrow. If I don't use these, I might put some of these like metal in, although I just really like this. But I love you ladies. Thanks for sticking it out with me. I appreciate it. I'm glad I was able to do a quick preview for you guys to get kind of like first dibs. And then I will post everything online and send out price shirts. Thank you. I appreciate that. Alrighty, lovely ladies. Thank you guys so much for being here. I probably wouldn't have stuck it out as much as I did for anybody else because I love ya. So I hope you all have a fast fabulous rest of your day. And as always, happy beading.